Hello, I'm Steve Shaw, National Coordinator of Football Officials and Secretary Rules Editor for the NCAA. And today we're continuing our series of media videos for 2025, and we're going to be focused on game action from week 2. Now, 2 quick points. First, the adjustment we made to our injury timeout. So far, it seems to be working. We've seen less situations of feigning injuries, but we'll continue to monitor this as we go. And second, our point of emphasis around pre-snap actions at the line of scrimmage, that seems to be working as well, and the first play in our video will illustrate this. So with that, let's get straight on into our plays.
Our first play this week, I want to highlight one of our points of emphasis for 2025, pre-snap actions for both the offense and defense. We see here an interior defensive lineman, he's going to stem or shift, and the line judge throws a flag and shuts the play down. Now, as we go back and take a look, we see that the defender pumps his arms as he moves, and he doesn't just stem, but he simulates action at the snap, and that's a foul. And as we look from the end zone behind the offense, it appears 33 moves on number 5's cadence, but he not only pumps his arms, but he has exaggerated head movement, and this is an attempt to make the offense false start. Now, for the defense, the rule states that any player within 1 yard of the line of scrimmage may not make quick and abrupt or exaggerated actions that simulate action at the snap and are not part of normal defensive player movement. This is a dead ball foul, a penalty for delay of game on the defense. The goal here is to have a fair start to each play. Play 2, we see number 5 for the offense. He comes in motion, and just after the snap, the quarterback's going to pitch the ball back to him. He runs outside the tackle box. He looks like he's going to throw, but he can't find anyone open, and he's just going to throw the ball away well out of bounds beyond the neutral zone. Now, as we watch again from the All-22 camera, we're going to see that the referee, he comes forward just after the pass, and then he's going to throw his marker for intentional grounding. Now, it's true the passer was outside the tackle box and he threw the ball beyond the neutral zone, but this allowance, this rule applies only to the player that controls the snap. And since the quarterback controlled the snap here and he pitched it to number 5, then he doesn't get this allowance. And when number 5 passes, he must have an eligible offensive receiver in the area, or it's a foul for intentional grounding. This was a correct call by our referee. Play 3, we're late in the fourth quarter in a tight game. We see that the offense, they're going to run to the right side for really no gain on the play, but we're going to have a flag by our center judge well after the play. Now, we see the center judge and referee, they converse, and then we're going to get an announcement from our referee.
After the play, flagrant unsportsmanlike conduct, number 90 defense. The 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. Number 90 is ejected.
As we go back and look at the replay, we see the defender, he's going to spit on an opponent. And this act would qualify as a flagrant unsportsmanlike conduct foul. And by rule, flagrant offenders are ejected. And remember, an ejected player must leave the playing enclosure. And that's different than when a player is disqualified, a disqualified player for targeting. They may not participate in the game, but they can stay in the team area. Play 4, we see the offense is set up on the left hash to attempt a field goal. Now, as we watch the flight of the ball, boy, this is very close, and the ruling by the field judge is good. As a reminder of the rule, when the kick ball passes above the crossbar but is higher than the upright, to be successful, the ball must be inside the upright to be good. It's no good if it's directly over the upright. TV can be very deceiving on these plays. We get 3 excellent views here, and it's difficult to tell the exact moment the ball passes the goal. From the views here, I can't tell, but if you're standing in the proper position looking straight up the upright, then you've got a great perspective, and it's a pretty straightforward call. I'm going with the field judge here. The field goal is successful. Play 5, we're going to get a throw out into the flat. The defender, number 8, he makes a great break on the ball, jumps in front, intercepts the pass, and returns it to the end zone, and everybody assumes a pick 6. Now, as we go back and take a look at the defender on the return, we see as he approaches the goal, he displays the ball out in front, and it looks like he may have lost firm control. So replay is going to stop the game for further review. Now, we're going to get a tighter replay, and we can see, no question, inside the 5, but clearly before the ball breaks the plane of the goal, it comes loose. Now, replay must not only identify that it is a fumble in the field of play, but they need to know what happens to the ball. And as we can see here, it's a forward fumble. It goes into the end zone, and then it's going to roll out the side of the end zone. So by rule, the result of the play is a touchback, a forward fumble going into the end zone and then out of bounds, and the original offense will get the ball 1st and 10 at their own 20. Our last play this week is 4th and 11 at the 36 going out, and the offense sets up to punt. Now, the punter's going to muff the snap, and it's rolling free, and then he's going to kick the loose ball downfield from just inside the 20. The ball goes beyond the line, downfield. It's a live ball. The receivers are going to pick it up, and they run it back for a touchdown. Now, we do have a flag down on the play, and by rule, it's a foul for illegally kicking the ball if a player kicks a loose ball, and that's exactly what happened here. Now, the ball remains alive, as we said, after the kick, and the return for the touchdown is legal for the defense, and they'll decline the penalty. But if the penalty were to be enforced, it would be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, and the spot of the foul is where the player kicked the loose ball. It'd be half the distance to the goal in this case, but the penalty also includes loss of down. So, since it was 4th down, the defense would get the ball 1st and goal after the penalty enforcement. Well, that's it for our plays this week, and we appreciate your time invested in the videos. And I hope the plays are useful in further understanding the playing rules, but your comments are very helpful in directing our future videos. Best of luck to all this week.